Hello, my friends. It's Nick, the ASMR nerd, and welcome to Senua's Saga, Hellblade II. This is the sequel to Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, which came out in 2017. And that game was celebrated for a number of reasons, one of which was its evidently very realistic and sensitive portrayal of psychosis as experienced by the protagonist, Senua, a young Pictish warrior woman. And along with that came very remarkable use of audio design to simulate auditory hallucinations, voices in Senua's head, voices that constantly goad her and taunt her or push her forward. And this audio design made use of 3D positional audio, binaural audio, in a way that few games had ever done before or have done since. It was a landmark game in terms of audio design, and that binaural audio also lends itself to ASMR. And that first game I did a video with, and I really found it quite striking. And so here we are with Hellblade II. Now, like the first game, Hellblade II deals with some very heavy and challenging subjects, and so I begin this video with a warning, which is not how I normally begin an ASMR video, but I want to say up front that this video and game will not be for everyone. I don't expect this video to be as conventionally relaxing as most of my content on this channel, because this game is very dark in its presentation and its themes. It's deeply cinematic, incredibly dramatic, very intense, and many of the subjects it grapples with are not pleasant. It deals with themes of loss and grief and guilt and trauma, and of course mental illness and psychosis. Many of the situations Senua finds herself in might be upsetting for some people, disturbing. There is intense violence. There are scenes of drowning and death. There are scenes of enclosed spaces that could trigger claustrophobia for some. And there are many visual and auditory hallucinations portrayed. And so I say this to ensure that you understand the nature of this game and the content of this video, and if those sound disturbing or upsetting to you, perhaps this is not a video for you. So the question is then, why am I bothering to make a video with this game? Well, like the first game, Senua's Saga uses positional audio and binaural audio to spectacular effect. You will see what I mean as soon as the game starts. I think it's remarkable and striking, and despite the subject matter, I do think it has an ASMR-ish quality to it, and a strangely relaxing aura about it, you know, removed from the subject matter, if that makes sense. Maybe you'll agree with me, maybe you won't, but I find it quite striking. Also, it's one of the most gorgeous games I have ever seen. Maybe the most beautiful. It is a technical marvel, and it uses Unreal Engine 5 to its full extent. Some of the scenes verge on truly photorealistic in a way I've never experienced in a game before. So I thought that it would be something interesting for us to experience together. Now, speaking of beautiful things, I'm about to attempt to make the hardest pivot I think I've ever made in a video, to go from talking about trauma and grief and mental illness to talking about this video's sponsor, Into the AM, purveyor of many strikingly beautiful things like their elevated everyday apparel. And I have to put this here because I have to let you know before it's too late that Into the AM has their Memorial Day sale on right now. You can get 30% off store-wide on all their amazing apparel, like their brand new all-day pants and their very sharp-looking polos. See? Super sharp-looking performance polos. And I know that Into the AM is maybe best known for their gorgeous graphic tees, and they do still have tons of those, getting new ones all the time. But these polos, they're growing on me. I've said it before, I'm not a huge polo guy, but these things are so comfy, so easy to wear, so easy to care for, and they look really, really good. They'd be fantastic for travel as well. They're moisture wicking, nice and lightweight, very breathable, or for everyday wear. Fantastic all around. Speaking of which, I mentioned these all-day pants, new product from Into the AM. These things rock, okay? I've been loving Into the AM's joggers for a long time now. The comfiest pants I own, bar none. These things are giving them a run for their money, and these things definitely class it up. These are fantastic for the office. They're fantastic for going out in the evening. They're fantastic for lounging around the home. They're nice and stretchy, so they're super, super comfy to wear. They're really easy to care for. Are you detecting a theme here? Into the AM stuff is great on all accounts. It looks great. It feels great. Super comfortable. Easy to care for. Their all-day pants continue that trend. I can tell that a lot of work went into designing these things. Why am I not wearing them, you might ask? Because it's really hard for me to show them to you down here. I have poor lighting down below. So it's easier for me to just hold them up here for you to see. But trust me, these things are fantastic. They're super comfy. They have some really nice details. Got this really nice soft touch branded button on there. They've got a little hidden zipper right here, zippered pocket there. They're super soft, super stretchy. I love them. They're excellent. So why am I telling you about all this? Well, because Into the AM is sponsoring this video. But crucially, I'm going to make this really simple for you. You like good looking clothes, you like comfy looking clothes, you like saving money on amazing clothes. Right now, you can save 30% off site-wide on Into the AM's Memorial Day sale. You'll have 3 more days from the time that this video comes out. So do not hesitate. Click through on that link in the video description. 30% off site-wide, amazing clothes like these new everyday pants or all-day pants. Gotta stay on brand. Like these polos, like the graphic tees you know and love, and so much more. Plus, you'll be saving 10% on top of that 30% discount by using the code or the link down below. That will also be supporting this channel as well. So I appreciate it if you do use that link. And make sure you go stock up on some awesome clothing. We're coming to the summer. Like I said, maybe you're traveling, whatever your needs, Into the AM has you covered. Big thanks to Into the AM for sponsoring today's video. Well, I don't know if I managed to successfully pull off that pivot from very heavy topics into talking about this video's sponsor, but hopefully it wasn't too jarring for you. But at any rate, let's get on with experiencing Senua's Saga. Now, there is a recap at the beginning here, and I will play that. It's about 5 minutes. I won't talk through it. I'll just let you watch it. It is, of course, full of spoilers for the first game, Senua's Sacrifice, but it will bring you up to speed on the story if you did not play that game. So, if you want to avoid those spoilers, skip ahead about 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes, let's say, from this point, and that's where we'll get into Senua's Saga, Hellblade II. But first, let's check out that recap.
Senua, the outcast who became a warrior, who faced her demons and challenged the gods for her lover's soul, has accepted the voices, the furies, as part of herself. Just like her mother Galena, she was not like other people. She saw and heard the world differently. Her father Zinbel told her she was evil, tainted by the sin of her mother. Tormented and afraid, she retreated from the world. Until love broke through like the rays of a new dawn. In Dillion's acceptance, she could live again. He gave light to her mind and freed a warrior from her body. But the voice of her father stayed with her, reminding her of her curse. And when the plague came to her land, the people blamed Senua. She took her darkness with her, banishing herself to the wilds. So she was not there when the Northmen massacred her people and sacrificed Dillion to the god of hell. Senua's torment was so deep that the world around her fell away. She took the head of her beloved, the vessel of his soul, and vowed to go to hell herself to save him. Through mist-shrouded horrors, she fought to find the secret path that would lead her to the very gates of hell. But the way was marked by fire and illusion. Senua had to fight the gods that guarded these paths and stave off the rot which threatened to consume her mind and end her life. Only conquest could open the gates. Only blood would bring her face to face with Hela. Face to face with defeat. Once again, Senua was engulfed in darkness, lost in a maze of misery and confusion. Until Dillion's voice led her to the promise of victory. A sword that could kill a god. To win the sword, Senua would drown in her darkest memories, pulling at the shards lodged in flesh, mind, and soul. She pressed deeper into the underworld, resisting its grasping hands and deafening cries, until she found her prize before the guardian of Hell's gates. Senua released her rage, a fury that could not be stopped, not by savage jaws, not by waves of warriors, not by the pull of death itself. In defeat and desperation, Senua begged for her beloved's release. But a sacrifice must be made, and burdens cast away. Senua's fate was never in the hands of the gods, but in her own. Only she could choose, out of love, to live, to go on, and to take us with her.
Do I know you? It's been a long time. She made a promise to the one she loved, dead now, but no less. A promise. Not one soul more would suffer as he had. She carries him in her heart. His death, his life, will drive her on. She will forge a purpose from his death, make meaning from the pain. And then the Northmen came again to our land, stripping us of our names, our lives, of everything that makes us who we are, beating and binding, taking us as slaves. These Northmen sail under a blood-red sign. One among them they call Master. Senua will follow that sign. She let herself be taken, dragged in chains to their ships, so she can trace the poison to its source, find the heart, and cut it out. Stop the slavers, keep her promise. Plans can drift off course. It begins as it ends. Alone, in the dark.
She will survive. Come on, get up, quick.
She's teeming. Please choose not dead. You let him die. You let him die like this. Don't look anymore. Now. Even when you're pulled by forces dim and vast, fate can stop you cold. A dream has foundered with the ship. She must find a new light to steer by. Find the next sign.
We can't stay here. Too cold. Let's climb. Don't think about the pain.
Use your mind. You are a warrior. A weak warrior.
It's difficult for me to get a word in edgewise between the voices in Senua's head. Now you've had a taste of those voices, the nearly constant narration that accompanies Senua in her trials here. You've also had a taste of just how dramatic and intense this game can be, as well as the stunning visuals. Everything you've seen has been in-engine, and you can see here just how unbelievably detailed Senua's character model is, how incredible the performance capture is, how remarkable these environments are. That is something you will continue to notice as we play. And when I say play, I mean that in a fairly loose sense. This game, especially near the beginning, is very linear. It is very tightly scripted, and we don't do much other than walk, really, and watch Senua struggle. So that's just to set some expectations here. However, it is beautiful while we're doing it, and eventually we do start to have a bit more agency. there will be combat and things like that. So, but for now, let's help Senua move forward as best she can.
You should not have come here, child.
This dark land, it pushes back. She's so far from home, from all she's ever known, half drowned, and lost in a world still clouded to her eyes, which she won't yield. She must fight on, as she always has. Remember, we've been to hell before.
One of the core conceits of these games is that it's not possible generally to tell whether the things Senua sees and hears and experiences are real or manifestations of her mind, and that uncertainty is key to the drama
There it is.
and the
This
storytelling.
is only the beginning. Climb, Senua. You need to climb again. She will fall if she does. She will die. Climb, Senua. Climb. Climb. She's hurt.
So tired.
She's going to fall. No.
Careful, Senua. Come on.
Climb.
Come on.
Don't listen to your body. Don't listen to the pain. Listen to your mind. Coward. Why have we come here? Stupid. Come on. Climb.
She's too exhausted.
Too exhausted.
It's too much. Don't look down.
Don't let the fear get to you.
Listen. What's that?
She's too scared.
The screams of the they follow us. Everywhere they won't let us begin. She cannot falter. The voices draw her onward. The ones who didn't live. The ones she could not save. She can hear them calling. Lives stolen by the Northmen. She carries them with her. Always.
She is afraid, exhausted. Too scared. Death is sad. To carry on all this cold, this death. Stupid plan. Why did we come here? She's stupid. Ready. You're too weak. Ready.
You should not have come here, child. Your hopes were always doomed to fail. All this way. Just to die among strangers.
You! Why did you come back?
Did you think you had left me behind?
she had left it in the past. Her father. He clouds her mind with fear, but she won't stop. Stronger forces drive her on.
So, Senua is clearly a tormented protagonist, but deeply determined and incredibly strong. That might be one of the most agonizing climbs I've ever experienced in a video game, coming up that rock face there. But very dramatic. And the storytelling is remarkable, and the writing and the portrayal of the voices that speak to her. It's all quite impressive. The way the voices will at one moment be cheering her on, in a sense, pushing her forward, encouraging her, and then the next moment I'll switch to belittling her, telling her she's bound to fail. And of course, the voice of her father. But she has an incredibly strong sense of purpose. She's here to save her people.
Someone, listen. She needs you. She needs help. She needs you to go to her quickly. She's dying. That shit is pathetic. She needs you.
You didn't do enough. Spirits are monsters. What they do to us.
They are brutal.
No more. I will stop this.
Get across to the other side.
There's the vessel we came in on, smashed against the rocks, being tossed around in the roaring waves. Now we have a precarious traversal.
Look down.
You don't listen to him.
Do not listen to him, Senua.
There, Simba. What does it mean?
The slavers. This is the right way. The signs are leading me. They brought me here.
She knows that all through this world there are signs and symbols waiting to be discovered. The meaning is there. If only you can find it.
So Senua, of course, finds herself in a strange land, brought here by the Northmen on their slave ship. She seeks to stop them from stealing her people, murdering them. But
There, Simba. What does it mean? If you want to know, you need to focus. I know how to do it. Focus, Senua, the symbol. Try to focus on it. Focus. What is it? Focus, Senua.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. I am with you still. Out of hell you have come, and now find yourself in Midgard. the world of men. Do not think it any less dangerous for that. Your path has taken you far from home, across the boundless sea, and you must go on to the heart of this place, to the heart of man. You have seen how the Northmen journey out to conquer, and this is one of their lands, as icy dark as Niflheim, yet as fiery as Muspel. It has not long been claimed, and they try still to tame it.
So Senua hears the voice of her deceased lover, and he provides guidance. We learn that this is a savage, untamed land. Even the Northmen are new to this land. I suspect this must be Iceland, though I don't know if it's ever confirmed. It certainly looks that way.
An enslaver. Follow him, but be careful.
It's a
They will kill you
silhouette
this time.
Like
in
they
the
did to
fog.
her.
On the cliff.
You were too weak to help.
Follow him.
Be ready to fight.
She is a warrior.
A warrior with no sword.
No weapon.
She came here with nothing.
What good are you to anyone with no weapon?
He will kill you.
He will.
Constant doubts, uncertainties, fears spiraling through Senua's mind. Understandably so. She's been through a great deal of trauma. And this place is bleak, terrifying. She's witnessed so much death and loss.
Stop. Stop. Don't let him see you. Be careful.
You have to go quietly, slowly, slowly, slowly. Don't let him see.
No.
What's happening?
You can't just watch. Don't just watch this happen.
Do something! Don't stand by and watch. Fight him! Why didn't you stop it? Too slow.
Too weak.
Let her die.
He is right.
They were survivors. I need to help the other slaves.
You let her die.
Intense guilt, constantly racking Senua with all this pain and fear. These are obviously cages left behind by the slavers. Some of iron, some of wood. It's unclear whether these ruined houses and structures belonged to other people before the slavers came, or if they were built by the slavers. Either way, they're clearly battered by the elements out here. But for all its bleakness, there is a beauty to this landscape.
Remember why we came here. She came here for a reason. Now she doesn't know. You don't know where you're going.
Your plan is in pieces.
She is lost.
You're lost.
The enslaver, the master, is gone.
I have to help
You
them.
thought you could stop this, but you have lost your mark. The sea tore him away, just like your hopes.
You don't need to listen to him. You know this now.
Listen to us.
You know better. Find the survivor. He is trying to trick you.
We need to help the survivors.
The volumetric fog, mist, makes for incredibly dramatic landscapes, layers into the distance.
You want to save them. They're already dead. The lost ones.
Don't listen to him. Listen to us, not him.
You're a liar!
Those individuals that fell off that precipice, tumbled down the cliff. It does not look like they survived their fall. So we will keep pushing onward. I did tell you there would be a lot of walking, stumbling, really, at this point. Look at that light coming down through the fog, the fine mist of the rain. Dead end. It's a challenging place to navigate. Or is it? Maybe this isn't a dead end. No, I don't think it is. I lied. It's definitely a dead end. I thought maybe there was a way through there. We'll keep staggering. Eventually we'll find our way.
You have to find a way out of here.
You are lost too.
You must find a way out.
How can the lost find anyone?
Listen, don't listen.
You failed them.
Don't listen to him.
They are dead, like your mother.
Hey, shut up!
Like
Make him
anyone you
shut
love.
up! Stop it!
Spectacular sound design.
Can't you hear them, Senua? Can't you hear their screams?
I can hear them.
Well, that's not normal. Nor is that.
What's happening?
You know that symbol.
Focus, Senua. Focus.
Don't let it block you.
Focus. Do it.
Focus.
They are suffering, but I set them free.
Symbol. We need to find it. It's here. Somewhere. Look for it. Look for the signs. Find the right perspective. You will sense when you are close. The signs are here. If you know where to look. Do you know where to look? She doesn't. She doesn't.
So, I seem to recall this style of puzzle was present in the first game too, where you have to explore the environment to try and find the perspective where you can line up items to create the symbol you need. Look at that. What's going on up there?
It's there. Focus. You found it. You found it. Focus.
You don't know how deep this darkness goes.
Yes, you've done it. You completed the symbol. What now? You must go back to the gate. She must go back. Behind the symbol is the source of the darkness. Source of their darkness. You need to understand it. Uncover the darkness, Emma. This is why you have come.
Senua's voices also serve a mechanical purpose, of course. They help guide the player and explain what needs to happen next. It's very clever, diegetic, tutorializing.
Find the source of all this. I promised. Child.
The dead are here. Can you hear them, Senua? They follow us, Senua.
Choking, gasping, struggling.
You couldn't save them, but you can save the survivors.
This part is very spooky.
Don't listen to the dead, just move onwards. Find the survivors.
Just purely the sounds are very spooky. No survivors here. Love the way
What have you done?
the light.
Anyone help! Help!
The way the light plays off the rocks.
Stop. Stop. So many times. There's nothing you can do.
Do you see the bodies, Senua? The sea throws them up to show you how you lost. Look at them, Senua. The faces of the ones you failed.
Look, wait. No. Some of them, they survived. They tried to. They were wounded. They were scared, but alive. You can find them. They need you. Follow them.
Oh no.
Help them.
Oh no, it's them.
Find somewhere to hide.
And the geometric detail of these beaches is unbelievable. The detailed shadows on every single pebble, the specular highlights. I don't think the dead care about that, though.
Did you come here to die? Is that what you want?
Okay, I believe there's a jump scare just past these rocks. Just fair warning.
Watch out! Don't let them capture you again. again. Are you going to let him kill you? You can't. Oh, this guy, don't die now. Listen. Use your legs. You do not deserve to die here, Senua.
We have a weapon. So we start to get a taste of combat now. Things get a bit more intense and progressively more violent from here.
The Northmen, remember what they did to Dillion. What are you waiting for? Attack, Senua. No. Try something else. Yes, stronger. They're monsters.
I really appreciate the game's commitment to not having any interface elements up on the screen, and to teaching you what you need to know naturally without having prompts appear. It's no easy task, I'm sure.
Just watch what happens. Call him. Let him go. Don't fear him. Keep fighting back. Don't let them hurt you.
Now it's probably hard for you to tell what
You can do this, Senua.
is scripted versus what is, controlled by me, by the player.
She has to survive.
You must. You have to survive for us.
Each
Made a promise.
strike is controlled by the player. There's light attacks and strong attacks, and there's a dodge as well. I'm sure there'll be more to combat later. But for now, that's what we have access to.
You've lost another one.
Could you?
All of this death because of you.
I think I'd be a little more concerned about another one of those axes flying out of the mist.
Everything you touch dies. You are cursed. It is you who bring your darkness here. Your rot.
Why did you bring your curse here?
Don't tell him when. Do something. Yes, just like that. That's it. Just like that. More. Destroyed you. Attack him now. Watch out. Get out of the way. Escape us. Yes, just like that. That's it. Just like that.
So that was pretty brutal. Like I said, there's brutality and violence.
The boat. The boat. The boat. There are many, many souls in there. Quick.
So
And she's safe. You can help them. How many are there trapped? You don't know where this is. It's nothing. She has to check. No.
Just hold on. I'm coming.
I'll give you a warning right now that this scene did trigger my claustrophobia a little bit. So, fair warning.
Help, we're drowning! Please help!
Stupid girl.
She was wrong.
You thought they were real.
Did you really?
You don't know. She never knows. Pathetic.
Idiots.
Stupid. She should be dead. Everyone is dead.
No one left to save.
You left it too late.
The positioning and the layering of the voices is remarkable.
Coming to join me.
Your lover, thank you. So many more will die. You hold your breath until you come. Then you gasp and the water rushes in. The pain in your chest. It's
Death with you, Senua.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. And a good illustration of how Senua can't trust her own senses. Oh.
Do something.
Strong attacks are a little tricky to dodge sometimes. There we are. The game seems to want you to dodge attack chains and then especially the strong attacks, and then counter with a light attack. These guys mostly seem to dodge the heavy attacks. How you doing, Senua? She hears the voices of those she's killed. Alright, so just up here we've got a boss fight coming up. This is even more intense and prolonged combat. So fair warning.
You, slave. Come here.
He's still alive.
The enslaver.
Remember, you return alive.
Don't kill me.
What are you going to do with that sword, girl?
He looks ready for you. He is ready to fight.
You're ready. We will end this.
You're fucking dead. Worthless.
This scene in particular, just the way this guy's lit, the expressions on his face, approach photorealism.
Don't they make warriors where you're from?
In a way I've never seen before in a game.
Get up! You're worth more to real life.
Come on then. Not just strength. He can reach you. Move quickly. Make him pay.
Stay down!
No.
It is then.
Thinking and feel it.
I'm telling you, you can see the pattern, you know? Oh. Again, it's a diegetic tutorializing. It's very interesting.
Don't be a coward. You have to find your way. What are you doing, Senua? You ready to fight? Grab it! He took their lives! Again! What are you waiting for? Wait! Do it now! You can't kill him! Stop! Look.
The dog.
If you're going to kill me, just do it.
Takes over everyone. But you need him.
You need him to show you.
He knows everything.
He knows this island.
No.
He knows. He can show you the path.
You're gonna take me where I need to go.
Yes,
Yes. He will take you. He will show you.
he has to.
He will help you.
You have spared him, and now he will take you where you need to go.
You can do this.
Where you come from. Where you take the slaves.
I can't walk. How do you expect me to take you anywhere?
His pain doesn't matter. Make him walk.
You'll walk.
She has to save them.
You have to. There is no other way.
It's why we have come here.
I'm not leaving until I get what I came for.
You made a promise.
She made a promise.
You promised.
I made a promise.
She knew the path would open to her. A blood-carved stave, a soul sea falling, a too familiar darkness, an endless night. He is the next sign.
You can see it. Do you remember it?
She knows that suffering,
That feeling.
poisoning her mind with fear,
That rot.
covers him now.
Covers him.
Do you see it, Senua?
She
Do
sees.
you see the darkness,
She feels it.
the faces of fear and suffering? You can see it.
The sign. Does it mean
That sign. What is it?
You need to understand. You need to understand.
Answer.
It is my father's sigil.
His father,
Your father.
The Gothi.
monster.
He's here.
look at him?
No,
The shadow.
but this place is his. The people here are weak. They would not survive without his help.
You have
Like you.
Does she?
Enough.
He's wounded. He won't try anything.
You have to keep your eyes on him.
And that was
We should have thrown you overboard.
the first chapter.
I wish you had drowned like the others. Just wait till I get free.
Of Senua's Saga. And
You see,
it's pretty remarkable, isn't it? Intense,
He knows this place.
to be sure.
She shouldn't trust him.
But a spectacle like none other I've seen in a game before, between the unprecedented level of detail in the character models and the environments, the incredible performance capture of the characters, and of course, the amazing sound design, unlike any other game except for perhaps the one in the series before it. Is it relaxing? Maybe not. Maybe relaxing was the wrong word to use at the beginning of the video, but it is striking and perhaps tingly, satisfying in its own strange way. But it is very intense, very dramatic, very dark, as I said. But I'm glad that we experienced this together, my friends. Those of you who have made it to the end here, I hope you found it worthwhile. I hope it wasn't too disturbing or upsetting for you. I would be very interested to hear from you down in the comments, to know what you think of this, both as a game and an experience in general, but also as a video on an ASMR channel. I'd be very curious to hear perspectives. I suspect I won't be doing more videos with this game. I do not think it's going to be appropriate long term for a Let's Play, but I could be wrong. Like I said, if you would like to see more, please do let me know down below in the comments. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me here, for taking a chance on this unconventional ASMR video. As I said, I hope you found it worthwhile. And I look very forward to having you back here again next time. Farewell for now, my friends. But the video would not be truly over without me extending my special thanks to the brave warriors of this channel, those who go out of their way to support what I do here, whether that's through my Patreon or my YouTube memberships. You can see their illustrious names right here. Not only do they receive my eternal gratitude and thanks in every single one of my videos, but they get some other fun perks while they're at it. And if you, dear viewer or listener, would like to join their ranks, there are links down below in the video description where you can do exactly that. Fun perks include early access to my videos, voting each month in a poll to select the topic of a video. That starts at the Foos Row tier. And by the way, I had intended for this weekend's video to be the May Supporters' Choice video. That is still coming, but I ultimately decided that I wanted to do this Senua's Saga video while the game was still fresh. It only just came out this week. But next week ought to be the Supporters' Choice video for May 2024. And I think it's going to be a really fun one. I'm sure you'll all enjoy it. And so if any of you are thinking about joining up, well, you will soon get to vote in the June Supporters' Choice video. That poll will go up in the next, let's say 2 weeks, about that. And that's at the Foos Row and above tiers. At the Foos Row tier, those amazing folks get their names read in a special spoken thank you in every single one of these videos. Every single one of my videos. And it is my great honor to read to you the names of our Foos Row tier supporters for this video. Starting with Drummer Brit, Jake Luffney, Odinson, K Time, Bruce Buchner, Smitty, Ragnar Ragnarsson, and the most recent member to rejoin, Captain Vanquisher. All these folks are unbelievably generous. Their support means so much to me. It gives me some level of freedom from sponsorships. I can do what I like to do without having to worry too much about those sorts of things. And hopefully it's the kind of content that you all enjoy. So once again, a big, big thank you to all of this channel's amazing supporters.